I'm Paul Begley. Okay, this thing in Libya, you might say, why don't this guy just give up? He still thinks he may wear them down, okay? Muammar Gaddafi doesn't give up easy. He's filled with a legion of demons, and he's not about to give in. But meanwhile, while he's hunkered into a bunker, he's hunkered in a bunker there in Tripoli, Libya, the people are rallying. And even in the eastern part of the country of Libya, they're even forming a new government. It's a matter of time. The question is, as the world begins to, in Europe, begins to consolidate to create world sanctions against Libya, against Gaddafi, primarily his family, shutting off their ability to access funds and different bank accounts around the world, preventing them to get visas to travel. Nobody even wants this guy to give him asylum. He has become the modern day Adolf Hitler, as he's ordered the execution and the slaughter, much like Mussolini did in World War II from Italy, of his own people. Saddam Hussein did the same thing. These tyrants, they live with tyranny. These men, these tarantulas, demon spirits that live within their soul, within the crevices of their soul, is now being eradicated by the power of freedom. And I always say, where freedom reigns, Jesus Christ must be Lord, and he will once again arrive with the glorious gospel through his people to help show a hurting Islamic nation as Libya that there's hope. I'm Paul Begley. Do you have your cup? I have a... That's a Christmas. It doesn't matter, because if Gaddafi falls, it's Christmas in February. I want to tell you something. The prices of food, though, there are skyrocketing, and I've got an article here from Associated Press. From Tripoli, Libya, the West moved to send its first concrete aid to Libya's rebellion in the east of part of the country, hoping to give it the momentum to oust Muammar Gaddafi. But the Libyan leader's regime clamped down in its stronghold of the capital, where residents said food prices have skyrocketed. The two sides in Libya's crisis appeared entrenched, and the direction it takes next could depend on which can hold out the longest. Could Gaddafi and his opponents, including his army units that have remained loyal to him, hold nearly the entire eastern half of the country, much of the oil infrastructure, and some cities in the west? Gaddafi is dug in Tripoli, though, and his nearby cities are backed by better armed security forces and military men. So the two oppositions held closest to Tripoli, the two closest cities, rebel forces were locked into standoffs with Gaddafi loyalists. So there's been a squaring off. Gaddafi's in Tripoli. He's got his soldiers. He's got his army. He's a little bit bigger guns. He's got some deeper pockets. But here's the problem. The rest of the country has some of the military, has some of the support it needs, and it has millions of more people who are begging for freedom and want to stop the tyrant regime of Gaddafi. Now, with the skyrocketing prices of food, you say, is there any Bible prophecy anywhere in here that can be found in the Word of God? Well, you know, when the four horsemen of the apocalypse ride through, one of these situations is there's the wheat and the barley prices are going to fluctuate and at some point become a scarce, dire strait for food. And every time there's ever been a war, that's happened. But I want to read to you out of the book of Revelation as it talks about the mark of the beast. Now, I'm not saying that what's happening in Libya is going to create a mark of the beast system there in Libya, because it's not. Libya is going to fall. Gaddafi will fall. You can find that in Daniel chapter 11, verse 42 through 45. It was predicted that an antichrist spirit would rise. He would knock out many countries, which we see happening right now, including Egypt, Libya, and Ethiopia. Now, Egypt has fallen. Libya is almost gone. And Ethiopia is having serious water shortages. Now, let me read to you what it says in Revelation. In the 13th chapter and the 13th verse, it tells us about a rise of an antichrist and the talk about the beast. Verse 15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or 666. Are you saved? We are closing in on the rise of the Antichrist. We see it all around us, and I know there's people watching right now who aren't saved. The microchip technology has already been established. They're using it on dogs and cats. This little microchip can, in that little chip they can put in your hand. Now they're doing it with dogs and cats. It has your personal identification, all of your ID, all of your health records, all of your banking information will all be in there, and a GPS system to track where you're at all times. You won't need a debit card no more. Just wave your hand at the grocery store, the scanner, or the bank. When you go to work, just wave your hand. It lets you in the door. I'm telling you, the technology's here. The social networks are here. The government collapsing is going on. The riots are all around us. Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. Dead birds, dead cows, dead fish are dying. 100 whales. Eagles are falling out of the sky in Canada. Are you saved? I'm Paul Begley. I'm out of time. I got to go. Send me a personal message. God bless you. I want you to be saved.